Hi everyone. Okay, for today's review, we will be reviewing Life After Life, a story of rage and redemption by Evan V. Hopkins. Now, I obtained this book at the Malcolm X Book Expo back in May from the author himself. Now, I heard him speak about the book before I read it, and he was, it's an autobiography, first of all. He was telling us about how he grew up in a small town. He became a member of the Black Panther Party when he was a teenager and a young adult. And then he left the party after some drama, basically for his life he left. And then, through a series of mistakes and bad decisions, he ended up in life in prison. Now, he's telling us he got sentenced to life in prison, but then he's standing right in front of us, telling us his story. So I'm thinking, how did you go from a life sentence to standing in front of me today with a book that you published from a major publishing company? So it's just like, okay, of course he's not going to tell us his secrets. It's like, you got to read the book. But I just thought it was amazing. So after I read the book, I really couldn't put it down because it was interesting, especially as a writer myself. He was telling us about how he became a freelance writer from prison, and it wasn't just letters to home. Like the things he was writing, the articles he was writing were being published by major newspapers and major publications. He was making more from one article than most freelance writers will make, like, in a month, on a good month. And it's just like, you're being real productive in prison more than, people out in the free world usually. So, the book was really good. And let me see. He keeps it completely real about everything in the book, but like in a really tastefully and well-written way. And, I learned a lot of things I didn't like. I learned a lot of things I didn't know about the Black Panther Party. And it's not only that. When he gets out of prison, well, first of all, his parents are completely supportive of him the whole time he's an inmate. So when he gets out of jail, he's faced with the task of taking care of his parents who are elderly. And it's like, he really keeps it real about that struggle, because a lot of people don't talk about it, but a lot of people go through it. So, anybody with parents will be able to relate. And then another thing I want to say is that, I've met Brother Hopkins a couple of times, and he's a really nice guy. When you hear about people being ex-cons and ex-felons, Brother Hopkins is not the type of person you would imagine. But that just goes to show you really shouldn't judge people or stereotype people from their past, because just because he did that, he's been through that, doesn't mean he's some type of horrible person. He's a great man. He's nice. So, that was just what I felt about a story of rage and redemption. I feel like anybody can relate to it. Anybody that's had like a real life, and especially writers in particular. This is a big inspiration and a big push that you can do it. Like, no matter what your circumstances are, you feel like if he could do it from being in a cage in prison, and you can do it from your couch, you think you have writer's block. Well, his whole body was blocked. So, if he could overcome those obstacles, then you can too. So that's it. If you want to read the book, I put some information at the bottom of the video, and that's it. Hope you enjoy it. See you later.